Hello everyone. This week we're going to talk about complementary colors. But first, do we remember primary and secondary colors? Let's first go over primary. So if you said red, yellow, and blue, you are correct. So the other colors are secondary: orange, green, and purple. So primary is called primary because they make the secondary colors. So when we mix red and yellow, we make orange. When we mix yellow and blue, we make green. And when we mix blue and red, we make violet, which is also purple. So, what are complementary colors? Complementary colors are opposite colors on the color wheel. So when we look at the color wheel, we see red goes with green, purple goes with yellow, and orange goes with blue. These are the complementary colors. Complementary colors are also colors that, when mixed, create dark colors. So if you want to make black or brown, these are the colors to mix. So here's an example of art that uses complementary colors. So you've got red against green, blue against orange, and yellow against purple. So these are the complementary color pairs. Do you know what contrast means? When we use complementary colors, our art has a lot of contrast. So contrast is basically opposite. It could be light versus dark. It could be colors that you use. It is some way to make things look different against each other. So complementary colors are opposite. So they create a lot of contrast. So now let's create complementary art together. Alright, so the first thing you need is a sheet of paper and a marker if you have one, and crayons. So first thing I'm going to do is fold my paper in half. And come up with a design that goes from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to start with a pencil, and I'm going to do a snake. So I'm making sure my design goes from the top all the way to the bottom. So you could draw anything you like as long as it is long and touches the top to the bottom. Alright, now I'm going to use my Sharpie, or you could use a black marker, or even just use your pencil to make the lines darker. And I'm going to carefully go back over my lines. I'm going to add some eyeballs and a little tongue sticking out. Okay, now the next part, you need to break up your paper into 3 sections. because we're going to use, each section will be a different pair of the complementary colors. So wherever you want, they don't have to be straight, they could be to the side, but make sure you have 3 separate parts. And then we're going to use each section for our colors. So I recommend go ahead and put your colors into complementary pairs. So you will easily be able to go ahead and pick sections for those colors. So purple and yellow, green and red, and blue with orange. So here are my sections I've created. So I've used each pair of complementary colors. And now I want to add some detail. So let's go back over with a marker or pencil and add lots of detail. So I'm going to add scales to my snake. But you could draw whatever you'd like. It could be a food that you really love, or an animal. It could be different shapes. And I'm actually going to do different details on each section. So I'm going to do zigzags. And some polka dots. Now let's add some detail to the background. So I'm going to add some dots on the yellow. Just have fun with it, add whatever details and things you want. And I'm going to make the blue into water. So I'm going to give it some wavy lines. And I'm going to add some little lines around my snake. Maybe some more in the background. And just like that, I'm done. So make sure you have done something similar. It does not have to be a snake though. You could pick whatever you want. Alright, have fun creating.